Hey everybody, it's Missy. Thanks for joining me again today. I have a layout for the Simple Stories creative team, and this is one of the two layouts that I have to do for the blog for this month. And I'm going to be combining the Heart collection with the Carpe Diem collection. And my picture is of me and my sister and my mom, and it's a color photo, and I think it goes really nicely with the colors that I'm going to use today. And this paper, I love both sides of it so much. It's from the Heart collection. The back side with the black and white stripe is so pretty, but this side won out for me because I love the ombre look, and it's just a very neutral background paper, I think, and it's going to look really nice when I start to add all of the other elements onto it. So I'm going to do a little bit of inking here with some ink spray. So add a little bit of white gesso just in the area where I'm going to add my shimmers here, and this is Vibes in Sweetheart, very pretty pink color. And my thought process was I'm going to have a lot of die cuts behind the picture, and I wanted some of the ink and sprays to kind of be peeking out from behind all those die cuts. So I'm going to go ahead and do all that work now. And this is the shape that I cut out. It's from the Cut Shop, and I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but I will put a link below to where you can find it. And it's one of those cut files where you can use the shape as a background, or you can use the little pieces like this when you peel it off of your cutting mat. And so I wanted to use the pieces. So I've just done lots of different pattern papers here. I used a mix from the Carpe Diem, a lot from the 6x6 paper pad, and then also a few sheets or a few pieces from the Heart collection. And it's got some pinks, some of that coral salmon color, some golden yellow, and some pops of black, as well as the teal. So I'm going to add a little bit darker greenish teal color here, and that's another Shimmers Colorings, and it is called, I should know this, Oh Say Can You See? And again, this is just going to be peeking out from behind all of those die cuts. So I'm going to start to place everything where I want it, and I just kind of wanted it to look scattered and layered and kind of off-center, you know, very whimsical and not straight and even at all. And I love this color mix. I love the gray added in. I love that some of those are a solid color and some of them are more of a patterned look. So I like how everything is set. I'm going to add a little dot of glue underneath all of those. I guess you could say they're star flowers. I don't know what that shape would be called. I just know that I love it. And there are lots of possibilities with it. You could do this all in white cardstock and back the open spots. Or like I said before, you could use the background piece that all of these came out of as a background piece. That's kind of how the page is going to look. As far as the design goes, I am going to add a little bit of just random white tissue paper behind my picture, just to give it another little subtle layer. And then off camera I did some stitching, and I just wanted to make sure that all those little pieces did not come up, and so I took some shiny gold thread, and you can see the dimension that I've got going there. And in a minute, that's going to cause me to have a hissy fit because everything is not going to lay flat. So I'm going to have to fix some of that dimension here shortly. So I decided I really liked that golden yellow piece of paper, and I needed some of that color in the background. So I'm going to go to some of my shimmers again, and I've got, I think that is Minor 49er and Sunny, which is a Shimmers paint, and Minor 49er is an Inklings, I believe. Both gold, just one's more yellow than the other. Minor 49er is more along the lines of what Heidi Swapp Gold Color Shine would look like, and Sunny in the Shimmers is more of a glittery yellowish gold. So there's definitely a difference, but it's really fun to mix and match these. And since obviously I've already stitched everything down, it's hard to do the packaging technique, so I'm going to use my brush to get some of that yellow gold down and then just kind of smush it a little bit with the packaging. So I'm going to take bits and pieces now from both collections. I'm going to fussy cut out this heart. And this heart collection is really unique. It's very pretty. It's black, white, gold, and teal. And it is actually geared toward, it's a memorial collection for someone that is no longer with you, and lots of sentiments for remembering, you know, remembering this person and how important they were to you, even though they're no longer here. But there are still ways that you could use this for something totally different, like what I'm doing here. I really want to use this beautiful heart script sticker, but I put it back for now. And I definitely knew that I wanted to use this card here, and I wanted to use the card part of it as a layer behind my picture, and I want to use the word for part of my title. So I'm going to fussy cut that out in just a second. I just felt like something else needed to be behind the picture. It needed another subtle something behind it, just to give it more separation from all of those patterns behind it. I didn't know what my title was going to be at this point. I just knew that it was going to include the word heart because I loved the font and the scripty look of that word, and I just knew that I had to use it somehow. So one of those little shapes in my background is that really pretty salmon coral color, and I felt like I needed a little bit more of that, and so I'm going to use that 4x4. I guess it's a 4x4 card. I'm terrible with measurements. I usually never measure. I just kind of cut and go. I'm going to distress up some of the edges here by using my edge distressor, which I have not used in quite a while. So I'm going to start to figure out what I want on my title. And this is where I'm trying to lay everything down, and there's my hissy fit. Yeah. Nothing was laying straight because the ends of all of those little shapes are curled up, and so I'm trying to lay everything flat and it keeps moving, and so I just, you know, yeah. I had to stop the camera and just kind of fix it. It's not a real scrapbook page until someone pitches a fit, right? I think I probably average 2 hissy fits per layout. I just usually do them off camera. And it's a good thing I turned the volume down, so you never know what I said. I don't even remember what I said, but I'm sure it wasn't good. Anyway, I'm going to add some black thread there on the 2 corners of the picture. Go ahead and glue it down so it's not going to move. And then I got to work on this title and this heart and get it to stay put. Now these stickers are from the Snap Pack, and these are the lights. There's a couple of different shades of colors of the different packs of the alphas, and this is from the lights, and they're all really pretty, almost pastel spring type colors. And so I thought I would bring that pink back in down there at the bottom. And so my title is just going to be Heart Them, kind of like Love Them, but I'm going to use the word heart instead. And I'm going to add some foam dots behind it to raise it up, because all those things behind it is making it raise up anyway. So I did a little bit of the gold stitching again, just for some added detail and texture. And plus there's gold in the background, so the gold matches. And I tried to add an eye, so it would be I Heart Them, but it just blended in. You couldn't really see it. I didn't know where to stick it, and I didn't want just a random eye there because it just would look kind of weird, I guess. I try to use this piece again. I didn't, at this point I'm like, where am I going to use this? I really want to use it. This happens to me a lot. I see one piece from a collection, a sticker sheet, something, and I'm thinking, oh, I want to use this on a layout, and I wind up not even using it. That's happened to me so many times where my layout just takes a completely different turn, and I wind up not using the inspiration piece that it all started with. Has that happened to you? I mean, it's fine. I'll use it eventually, but it always disappoints me because I wanted to use it right off the bat. So I'm going to add in some more Carpe Diem stuff. This cute little sticker here is of the balloons, and they've got all the colors, well, some of the colors that I've got going on. I'm going to use this black and white heart sticker just for little added details. That's what I'm doing here now, is just going in and adding in extra little stickers. I love the clear stickers. Simple Stories always does a great job of having clear stickers, and sometimes they're in color, but they're still clear. And they look so great on just about any project. And I love the black ones because they look great on any color. And sometimes there's white ones. They're just really neat. You could use these. Of course, these are geared toward planners, but if you don't do planning, I don't do planning, you can use these on layouts or a card. I'm just adding in little bits of pieces to add little pops of black, all those little tiny excuse me, all those little tiny hearts and these little stickers. So I'm going to add a couple of little things. This says Families Are Forever, and that's from the heart sticker sheet. This little gray heart, circle heart, is from Carpe Diem. So I was very, very pleasantly surprised at how these two collections were able to blend together and create something different. I highly recommend you try that if you've got several collections by the same company. Pull two or three of them out and kind of mix and match, and you're going to get a totally different look than just using everything from the same collection. I'm going to add a couple more of these little word stickers or phrase stickers, and then come in with my journaling. And I believe that's going to wrap it up. Nope, I'm going to add some black ink. And this is also shimmers. It's the black colorings. It's called Night Moves. And there's no shimmer in that. It's just your basic black ink. And I think that is going to wrap it up. Yes, there's the final page. I really love how this turned out. I love the mix and match of these two collections. Let me know if you have any questions about any of these products or the techniques or anything that I did. I hope you enjoyed watching this. I had a great time making it, except for that little hissy fit, but just pretend like you didn't see that. Anyway, I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day.